Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, there's a lovely little row brewing in Westminster between Number 10 and the OBR, the Office of Budget Responsibility. It's high noon, although I don't think that Gary Cooper could be represented very well by Keir Starmer. But the row goes on. Starmer and Reeves have been blaming the OBR for producing the wrong data, which means that the decisions that are being forced to be made are made because of the wrong data by the OBR. And the OBR are saying, are you kidding me? So the things are sort of coming to a head. The Watchdog chairman has hit back at the Labour leadership today. And a showdown must be on the cards very soon. I think there's going to be blood on the carpet at some point. Richard Hughes, who's the chairman of the OBR, he's come out and he's made a statement which I shall read. It says, I don't really accept the characterisation that it was the changes in our forecast that forced the government to make any particular set of policy decisions. Back in March, the government decided to make $5 billion worth of welfare savings. They had $10 billion worth of headroom against their fiscal rule. They could have settled for $5. Hughes added that the decision and its reversal were an entirely political choice. You see, and there's the problem. It's not the OBR that makes the fiscal rules. It's the OBR that applies them to the numbers. But it's ultimately the Chancellor that makes the rules. Now, that is a sort of a slap in the face against the Chancellor, of course, by saying that. And she was complaining that she was forced to make the welfare cuts thanks to her ironclad fiscal rules, as she put them, before, entirely reversing and ignoring them because, she got the numbers wrong. And then she blamed the OBR for this. And now that's sort of lining everything up for what we're calling now the Omnishambles October, when the budget comes in again. And this time it's going to be even worse because they don't have the headroom, they don't have the numbers. They're going to have to tax even more than they taxed last time, even though they said they weren't. They're going to have to break their word on raising income tax and VAT because this is a bunch of absolute clowns who haven't got a bloody clue what they're doing. But Hughes also had a go at Starmer because of Starmer's attack back in, I think it was April, at the liaison committee, to which the PM complained that the OBR didn't cost out Labour's employment plans. And so he said this is about basically attacking Starmer. He says, there were no specifics. They couldn't tell us who was going to benefit from this programme, which groups, what kind of support they were going to get, what the numbers were. There was no policy for us to score in our forecast. So basically, what he was saying is, there was just random words coming out of Starmer's mouth. There was no firm plans, no numbers, so you can't forecast based on guesswork, which is absolutely true. And so you have this war of words between the OBR and Number 10. Now, the fact of it is, who are you going to believe? A bunch of mathematicians, statisticians and economists from the OBR, or a Marxist traitor and an innumerate liar at Number 10 and Number 11? My money's on the OBR. But politically, of course, it's going to be down to 10 and 11. But it was Reeves and Starmer that's done all this, because they're bloody dicks. Anyway, there we go. Thanks very much. Bye.